Hello to all my friends in the Bakery, Confectionery, Tobacco Workers, and Grain Millers International Union. I wish I could be with you in person. There's no one I'd rather be with than my labor friends. But I'm afraid that today we're just going to have to settle for video. I want to start, though, by thanking International President David Durkee and International Secretary Treasurer Steve Bertelli for inviting me to join you today. Dave and Steve, I really do appreciate this chance. And I also want to say hello to International Vice President Art Montminy and all of my Massachusetts friends in the BCTGM, and to give a special thanks to all the delegates from Local 348 who are here. Woohoo, guys! When we set out to change things in Washington and to make a difference for working families, it has helped enormously to have great partners. And the members of Local 348 have been terrific partners from the very beginning. I really appreciate it. You know, when I was growing up, the labor movement was a powerful and effective advocate for working men and women of America. About a third of the American workforce were dues-paying, card-carrying union members. And whether or not individual workers were members of unions, all working people benefited from strong labor unions. Labor negotiations on wages, on health care benefits, pension protection helped lift the floor for everyone. Wages went up and families got stronger. And as workers' incomes went up and benefits were rising, our GDP kept going up too. In other words, as our country got richer, our families got richer, and as our families got richer, our country got richer. That's how it's supposed to work. But now, labor's under attack. For 30 years, those who want to weaken the right to collective bargaining have fought the unions. But the labor movement is fighting back, and it's still focused on the goals that benefit working people, whether they're part of a union or not. When I first started fighting for a Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the labor unions were the first to see the big picture, that the fine print and tricks and traps and mortgages and credit cards and student loans and other financial agreements undercut all American families, and the unions came in to help. We've been fighting shoulder to shoulder in the past, and we can do it again. You know, I'm fighting hard in the Senate on issues that affect you and many other working families, like the ongoing negotiations on the Trans-Pacific Partnership. It's important that trade deals are negotiated fairly so they support American job growth and protect labor rights. But right now, these negotiations are held in secret. Why in secret? Well, I've actually heard people say that trade negotiations have to be in secret because if the American people knew what was going on, they would be opposed. Think about that. I believe that if people would be opposed to a particular trade agreement, then that trade agreement should not happen. I will keep pushing for transparency and public accountability in this area to ensure that everyone's voice is heard. And I'm also going to keep working to strengthen workers' retirement security. Senator Rockefeller and I have introduced the Bankruptcy Fairness and Employee Benefits Protection Act to make it harder for companies to reduce or eliminate the benefits their employees and retirees were promised and earned during their careers. We need to deal with shoring up our pension system right now. We can't put this off. The Congressional Budget Office has projected the PBGC's insurance fund for multi-employer pensions will run out of money in 7 years. We can't wait for that to happen. We need to take action now to strengthen our pension system. We also need to have a national conversation about expanding Social Security. You know, let's face it, the playing field is tilted against hardworking families, and we need to fight back against the powerful interests that keep the game rigged against our families. And that's why now more than ever, the United States needs a strong labor movement. I'm in Washington fighting for our families. You can count on me, and I'm counting on you. Shoulder to shoulder. That's how we're going to improve the lives of working people everywhere. That's how we're going to give all of our families a fighting chance. So, thanks for everything you do. We're in this together.